All right, hello, Taurus. We're going to start with our 4-minute meditation. So go ahead and find your seat, lay down flat. Whatever you're doing, let there be an alignment in your spine. And for the next 3 and whatever seconds, we're just going to deep breathe. Taurian energy, so maybe connect to your root, the ground, the earth. If you can go outside, it'll be lovely to go outside. And we're just going to breathe for the next 4 minutes. If you do have some sound interferences around you, I might have my own. It's okay. Embrace it instead of trying to cut it out and control your surroundings. Let yourself know that you're safe. Okay, let's go. I don't know if y'all saw my little shadow popping up and down, but I was excited for that. Oh my god, you can see my cornrows. Yeah, welcome, Taurus. Let's get into it. I already did a little pre-pull before I pulled the cards just to see what type of energy, like what's going on, to tap in with. This is a Taurus tap in to see what's going on. So honestly, I already know how I am. I'm a Taurus Sun, Taurus Venus. Um, like nobody can really tell me to do what to do, but I do take advice from people. I take in everything that everybody tells me to do, but I definitely move on my own time, and I can see in this cards that energy. It's like you got to the point where it's like, yeah, it's like you're a king, whatever, you're an emperor. the King of the Kings. You're in your power. Like, people come to you and they give you advice all the time. And I know, Taurus, you're probably like, a lot of times people give you quality advice and you're like, bro, I'm not trying to hear that. You know, like, you're like, shut the fuck up. I'm the king. I'm the king. I'm the king. But Spirit is saying, like, be careful with your stubbornness, because it's getting to the time on the clock right now. If you, like, spiritually, if I were to check the clock on y'all, it's time for us to move. It's time for us to grow. It's time for us to get out of our own way. The stubborn and shit, like, it does hold a purpose when we need to stand in our element and be real strong and real stubborn. But right now, there's shit that you have to let go of if you're trying to move forward, because you have really big stuff to do. Like, you came in here to do some big shit, so it's big shit time right now. I think I'm gonna stay with the Modern Witch tarot deck. Let's see what's going on with our Taurinians. Taurus placement: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Chiron. I really don't care what house it is, what placement. This is just general Taurus energy. Timeless reading. Let's tap in. Alright. Yeah, you already got that 5 of Cups on my first. Let's do a long one. Should I do a 5 or a 6 today? I'm gonna do a 6. I don't usually do 6s. Damn, Taurus. Okay. Oh, damn, Taurus. Okay. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. It's really time for you to change. Like, it's actually that time. Like, before it was kind of shit was sweet, but it's like now, and it's not like a change or else, but it is low-key giving that. It is time to actually put in the work of the things that you talk about. Because right now, life is not giving you what you want, and that's what's making you feel like I don't even want to. And you're crying about something, how, like, something, like, lost. Like, it lost heavy. Like, so you, like, a person left the situation, somebody passed away. This could be grief. You're crying about something. It's like, this is literally not what I wanted. And then look at all the blue and yellow. Like, I really get really high. Like, it's giving depression and joy. You're recovering from a loss of the past, and you know it's not fair, but you really need to put this to rest, all the worries to rest. And you know that it's like, if this is a forward moving progression, you are getting out of it, you know? But when you cry, like, Taurus, if you feel the need to cry, if you feel like it's bubbling up, let it go. Like cry through it, cry it out. Like, channel your cry, let it be empowering, you know? Be one of, you know how girls be crying, and they, like, take the cute picture in the mirror? Like, that's the type of energy. Like, cry it out, get over it, get through it, because it's heavy shit. And it's like, look at her wearing all black, and this card came out twice, so it's like, and you might not get the cry out in one session, but it's like, the more you work through that, the less hold it's going to have on your life. Because Taurus, we know that stagnancies can, you know, they can rock us. And I don't see any stagnancy, so don't move in that. Don't be stagnant in any of this, you know? You're revisiting, like, pains from the past. I feel like somebody's passing, and you can't stop thinking about old memories with them, and you're like, oh, it's not fair that they're not here anymore. But honestly, you know that it's okay, and, like shit's going to be good. You got to move forward. For real. Like, when it gets to the nitty and the gritty and the dirt, like the real earth. Yeah, because it's like, Taurus, you always do this. You stay, like, weak to your demons when you don't. It's like, grow or, like, heal or die. You know, it's not giving heal or die, but it's giving, like, step up, bro. Like, step up. Get out of your demons. Get out of, like, it's okay to cry and it's okay to not get what you want. It's even okay to complain, contrary to popular belief. But it's like, you have to be careful with all that negative energy, because it's like, it's okay to, like, experience that, but you have to get out of that and stop, like, selling yourself. Like, my personal thing, Taurus, like, I'm sharing this with y'all for a reason. Food. I love food and I love sweets, especially late at night, and it gets real bad. That's my devil card, like, my addiction. So it's like, it could be weed, it could be alcohol, it's probably something cold, it could be weed, for real. A lot of Taurians watching this, especially the people that are attracted to me, like, I know I'd be smoking it. Very much could be weed, because it's helping you, like, it's helping you fuel through your emotions. But really, bro, you're, like, selling yourself to the devil every time you do this practice. It's an addiction. Like, stop now, because it's like, the other side of this is healing. Like, you're really working with the elements and working through everything that you got in your cup to create this, okay? The Magician. So that I really want you to step out of this devil card. Really acknowledge the addictions that are holding you back. Write it down, burn it on a piece of paper. Now, you could have waited until the full moon, but I really do suggest just do it now. You know, like, if you recognize the devil in your life, and the devil doesn't have to show up as, like, this big, gigantic demon. The devil is, like, every time you turn away from healing, you know? So you're turning away from healing every time you think these thoughts and then be like, I need a blunt. I need to go have something sweet. Let me get a drink. Let me whatever you're doing to like suffocate your healing, it's hurting you right now. So stop doing it. Stop selling yourself to the devil, because that's what you're doing spiritually right now. The Magician, you have power to manifest. So instead of being stuck in like, I did not get what I want, and it's so sad, there's a blessing that comes on the other side of working through these heavy emotions. And I do feel so heavily. This is grief, Taurus. This is not small sadness. This is grief from the past. You lost somebody, for real. If you haven't lost somebody, you're losing somebody, you fear losing somebody. It's like a relationship is getting severed in the way that you know it's not going to come back, you know? So you could be breaking up with somebody. You could be going through death. You could be remembering of an old death, you know? It doesn't matter. But it's like, whatever it is, step into your power and use these tears, use the, oh, I miss my grandma, to really create something great, because you can do that. And it's going to come with your words. It's like you have infinitely great ideas, you know? So, like, don't get stuck in it, but instead use those tears to manifest, like to create, to create, to create. Can I get a clarifier on this Magician card for my Taurians? Yeah. Take sexy pictures, like in your panties, in your lingerie, in your underwear, in your bra, in your stockings. Um, and even if you're masculine, this is not something that you have, I still suggest the same. Like, you still got some boxers, whatever you got, take some pictures in it. But even like maybe use those pictures in your home. Like, you have really fire nudes, you have some really fire pictures of you in underwear. Print them out so that you can look at yourself and be like, I'm sexy, you know? Because it's like, you have to kind of remind yourself that there's like, you can get through this. There's better days. Like, yeah, a bitch is sad, but a bitch is fine, you know? A bitch is sexy. A bitch knows how to transform and not stay stuck in her shit, you know? That's really the biggest, like, thing. Yeah, you really just gotta let some shit go. I cannot even say that harder. Like, because you just have to grow, Taurus. Like, you have to. It's like your back is against the wall type shit. Like, let it go. Let it die. Don't hold on to anything else that, like, it's like you can't keep it alive by doing what you're doing, so let it die. I do feel like you're facing the death of a person. And I want to give you a hug, and I want to tell you it's okay. This is the most okay it can be. However you feel is valid. If this is triggering you to cry, go ahead and cry. It's okay. But you have to move. You cannot stay stagnant in this pain, because it's like, I see your heart potentially getting darker. I don't actually see this for you, but in the cards, it's like, come on, bro. Like, spirit is like, okay, baby, you still move, you know? I know that shit got you fucked up. You miss grandma. We get it. But, like, you still gotta move. You still got it. You still got it. You still got it. In all this, I don't want you to give up on your, like, reach for the stars. That's exactly what it's giving. It's like, you're so sad that you're giving up on your goals because they're not unfolding the way that you want them to. Okay, so I also see a King of Pentacles in your life. He might be a Libra. I don't think that he's a Libra. My Taurians, I see you might have more Libra placements than his, or something about your Libra placements is coming out more than him. And I'm only calling him a him because he's a King of Pentacles. A king could be a woman, a king could be a they, them, a king could be anybody in between. It doesn't have to be a man. But I'm just going to call him a he because he's a king. So there's a king stepping in the picture, and he helps you put your worries down. Like, he knows that you're sad that you lost your grandma, and he's like, what can I do to help? Like, he's like literally coming in and offering you flowers, offering you support, and he doesn't know what support to give you, so he is just giving you space. But he's also like, he means it when he says, tell me if you need anything, because he doesn't want to bother you, because he's being like a King of Pentacles, so he's taking his time. So there might be times where he's literally just watching you suffering because he doesn't want to, like, he doesn't want to interrupt your healing process. He also might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be anything else as well. You don't know, you know, what someone's moon sign is, what their rising is. Maybe you got their chart wrong. Maybe his Venus is in Taurus, so it's stronger than, you know, whatever. But basically, there's an earth sign, and he's watching you. He does want to help. I can feel this. I can see it. He wants to offer support. He doesn't know how, you know? And I think you might be scared to ask, but, like, tell him that you need help with your mental health, and maybe he could fund that. For real, that's what I see. Like, could you help me get a massage? Can you do this for me so I can just calm down, so I can, like, get something off my list? Because it's giving, like, when people start grieving, they start moving kind of silly. And that's the, like, it's like you're not actually moving silly, but you're about to move silly, you know? So it's like giving me like, okay, I'm here to support you before you lose your mind, you know? Like, here, book a massage, go to the beach. You don't have to work today because you're going crazy because of grief. But it's okay, because you just, as long as you move through it, it's okay. Ancestors want you to know, affirm yourself and how much of a badass you are. I'm going to say this to you. You are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. So Spirit really believes in you. They're like, fuck the 78 tarot cards. We got our own little extra remix here for you, and it's a personal message for you. Affirm that you're a badass, because that's how you work your magic and attract more people who are willing to support you. Because whatever you're going through, it's not something that's like, it's something so like people don't understand. People actually do hella understand, but you do have to let them in a little bit, Taurus. Not that you're keeping them out, but it's like select who you want to support you and move forward. Okay, so I do see you transitioning out of this demonic energy. The demons is on you. Okay, when I'm talking about the demons, like, bro, it's you. You know, like, I'm really not talking about anything outside of you. I'm talking about the actions that you take that put you back on lower vibrations. Like, there's if there are haters, they're not coming up. You know, so I'm not talking about bitches and others and others and others. I'm talking about the way that you self-sacrifice is popping up, but it's saying you're moving through these energies because you don't actually feel comfortable when you fuck with the devil. So you're like, I'm done. Like, oh, okay, I made myself feel. That's a Taurus thing too. I think we drag ourselves through extremes before we're like, okay, I'm not doing that again, you know. And that's the vibe it's giving me. Like, change the channel, turn it off real quickly, because it's not good for you. Like, you're not being good to yourself, and it's like, there's so much wrong with that. Like, how can anybody else be good to you if you don't even believe that you need to be good to you? You know, like, people don't even know how to treat you if you don't know how to treat you. You're selling yourself to the devil. Like, that's crazy. Fucking up your vibration, you know? Stop doing it and move out of it quickly, ASAP, you know? Because this whole thing is not bringing you to what you want. You have to use your magic to get out of here, you know? A lot of people our demons might be sex. You might have a person that you, like, are committed to a sexual relationship with, but they're not growing. And sex is so powerful, so it's like, you could use that to power you, you know. Whatever your addiction is, heal through it. Stop doing the demonic act, whatever that means to you, you know. Like, Taurus is glutton, so I already know it's pleasure related. Like, it could be sex, it could be food, it could be sugar, it could be drink, it could be weed, it could be some other type of drug, something that literally makes you feel good. It's not worth it. You're choosing surface levels pleasure over, like, lifetime of, like, growth and gratification, like that real deep down, like, the pride that I feel you could potentially feel at the end of your life when you watch yourself do all the things you did because you did them, you know. So it's like, what energy do you want to stay in? Do you want to feel good right now, or do you want to feel really good at your last breath when you're like, damn, God sent me to do X, Y, and Z, and I did X, Y, and Z and some, you know? That's really the question. Okay. Yeah, for some people, I definitely see it's sex. And some people really like the sex. If it is sex, maybe just change the person you're having sex with. Have somebody who has better intentions for you, like passion. It matches your passion and wants to heal and grow and see you light up, you know, King of Wands. So be careful. He might burn you. I don't think sexually could be, but he might be just too much energy for your little healing heart, which is fine. Just communicate, because he also wants to work on with you. I feel like these are two separate kings. So I don't know what you got going on, but you got kings around you willing to support you. He's literally trying to light up your passions again, you know? But you do have to transmute and get through stuff to be able to get to this king. You know, you really have to let go of some old patterns. You have to move, like, change, turn the page, turn the chapter to be able to access this energy, but it's also here for you, you know? He believes in you. King of Wands, he definitely believes in you. Okay? The ancestors, Spirit sees you, God sees you, Spirit sees you. The divine sees you, and they're judging you, but you're okay. Like, they're not judging you, and they're not saying, like, what is it, your heart, like the parable of Ma'at. Excuse me if I get this wrong, but I believe it's like a feather, like, will you weigh your heart against a feather, and, like, right now you're being weighed, but they're like, oh no, you're good. They're like, okay, you pass, we understand, you know. They're not making excuses for this, but they're like, okay, like, I can see how this pain can turn into that, but now that you moved out of it, that's a big thing. Now that you moved out of it, we don't even judge you. Like, we do judge you, but we're not, like, judging you in the negative. You're gonna be okay. Hella so much, like, don't let, okay, this could be you, this could be somebody else, Taurus. Don't let nobody rock your emotions. What are you doing? Why is your cup upside down? Take care of yourself. Like, I'm gonna be, like, real nice and shit, but, like, for real, like, take care of yourself. Like, you're being so whack to yourself right now, for real. You're not being careful with your own self, so I know you're not even being careful with people around you, and you probably think that you are, because for whatever reason, I feel like you look good right now. Like, Taurus, I don't know how you guys are. Personally, I feel like my beauty shifts a lot, you know, so maybe that's a general Taurus thing, maybe it's me thing, but I feel like you look good, but you're not actually feeling good on the inside, so flip that shit around, like, right now, You know, like you have so much greatness, so much, like you're a badass. You have the temperance card. You can really kind of control and mix all the blessings and elements in your life to make what you want. You have a financial supporter in your corner. Whether he knows how to support you or not, he has the intentions and the money to do so. You know, your ancestors is like, we're fucking with you. So like this little, like, I hate to say it because I don't want to minimize you because it's not even connected to this. It's like your attitude, low key. It's like separate. Like this sad girl shit, it has to go. You know, because it's like, I don't care about you being sad. If you have to cry, cry. That's honorable. I respect that. I'm call it sad girl shit because it's like sad because it's like, you're not growing. Like, okay, you stop taking care of yourself. Like that's sad. You know, like stop. And Taurus is big on like, we're big on like skincare and self love. So like, go set you a budget. Say, okay, I'm gonna spend $50 on my skincare, and go buy you 3 oils and 3 lotions, 3 face washes, 3 whatever. Like, you know, go to the little African shops. Go to like get some, you know, whatever you get for your skin. Do that because you have to start taking care of yourself now, Taurus. Because it's like, you have big plate. You have a big plate. You have a big plate. You're watching this. Why? Why did you even come click this video? You know, it's not for shits and giggles. Your life is not for shits and giggles. Tarot is not shits and giggles. You have a big plate, you know? And I'm reading like this because, yes, I read for myself, but I also know that I'm definitely not the only Taurus that fucking does this demonic shit. Like, you know, like that at times has chosen to take comfort and pleasure over the things that are, like, big, like growth and stepping in my power and being a better person, you know? So who do you really want to be, for real? Who do you want to be? Okay. I probably shouldn't have like that, but maybe we all just need to take a breath, for real. 2 of Swords, like, Spirit is asking you, who do you want to be? I feel like if you're like me, Taurus, you might be somebody who, not even to say I talk a lot of shit, but I know that I'm, very respected, but sometimes I feel like I don't live up to the respect that I like create for myself, so it gives me this 2 of Sword energy. That might be my own personal thing, I might be projecting, but I do see myself in the card. So I always say read between the lines, find your message in all this. Of course I'm gonna know myself better than I'm gonna know any other Taurus, but you know, I'm familiar with the energy, so it's like Spirit is like, they know that you're gonna heal. They know that you're gonna heal, but they're like, do it. Like, what are you confused about? But they're also like, because it's your choice, they're like, the way I'm like, like you can see my little shadow, like stress. Like this is their energy, but they're like, okay, like we know that he. I'm gonna call it she because Taurus is a feminine sign. Again, you could your pronouns could be masculine, your pronouns could be they, but I'm referring she as Taurus energy. Read between the lines. They're like, we know that she's going to heal, but every time she gets here, she hesitates on like what she's doing, and they're hesitating too. That's what it is. They're like, what do you want to choose? Because they know what you want to choose. They're like, you want to grow, and they're kind of even telling you like, okay, if you're stuck, you want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the ancestors, the mom and the dad. Like they're like 2 + 2 =, and you're like 5, 3, and they're like 2 + 2 =, and they're trying to get you to like, they're trying to make like your ancestors are trying to make you make the right decisions, you know, because that's the thing. You feel indecisive, but they're like, what the fuck is it? What are you indecisive about? But notice I'm even whispering because they don't want to give you anything that's going to make you not confident in your steps. They're not trying to like shake the baby and make the baby be like, oh my god, I'm scared to make decisions, because they already see you in that energy. So they are trying to encourage you, but it is coming out real like kind of hot and like slightly aggressive. It's coming out like like you're about to get your ass whipped by your parents, like that. You know, like 2 + 2 = what? We went over this, but make a decision, because they know that you're not tripping. They know that you need help right now, for real. They do see that. Like, they're not worried about your mistakes and you being wrong, because they're like, you just got to move through this, okay? I see a love interest for you coming in hot and coming in strong. So if you do have somebody that makes you feel like, oh, that's my babe, that's my person, like I love cuddling with them at the end of the night. I get all my little Taurus comforts and cuddles and snacks, and we cook together and we sleep together and we have pleasure together. Like whoever is like that 2 of Cups character in your life, like stop, pause this video right now and give them some appreciation, give them some love. Like Spirit is doing, like, you've been through a lot. Spirit's doing a job of helping you build your cup, but you actually have a person in here, and they're not even like Like, yes, I feel like soulmates and they might be your soulmates. Soulmates and karmic flames are real, and this is where I feel like the magic is, because there's no contract to you. You know, they're not trying to like, oh, we didn't heal in this last life, so I have to kill them. Some people it might be, but this I feel 100% like I choose you. Like, I want you. I choose you. I want to be here. I want to support you. I want to be here. Which I think is really beautiful. Like, you're being chosen right now. If you're not being chosen, you're about to be chosen. If you don't even see this energy at all, choose yourself. Quickly, babes. Quickly choose yourself, because somebody else is going to come in and they're going to at least make their proposal. But I know that someone's coming to make you feel loved and good. You know? May not be tomorrow, but it's soon. Taurus is a lover girl sign. Lover girl sign. I see a lot of blue. It's going to be okay. I think that not only they're going to love you, but they're going to give you really good sex. But I pray that they're not stressing you out. Let's get a clarifier. Where did this 10 of Wands come from? You might have really bad problems, Taurus, balancing your work life and your love life. For real. For real. Can I get a clarifier on this 10 of Wands? Yeah, because you want so bad to get rich. That's what it is. Okay, so this is such a Taurus thing. I've seen it a couple times in the cards. And I actually kind of spoke about it on my last Taurus video. Taurus, you don't even worry about this, bro. You're worried about money, of course. You're worried about money, and I think that if you do love this person, you find yourself spending a lot of the money that goes in towards your investments on this person. If that's the problem, then budget, babe. Like, set a budget. Like, set a budget for how much money you can spend on yourself, and set a budget for how much money you can spend on your Two of Cups person. You know, like this month, I already spent $300 on them, so that's it, you know? And they don't have to know that they're out of their budget. I feel like you really shouldn't let them know. Like, that's even more fucked up. Unless you have that, like, type of financial relationship where you're like, babe, like, you know, if you do that, make it sexy, make it honorable, make it feel like a gift, you know? But I think that you should just set yourself like, okay, I only have $300 to give to my person this month, you know? And however that works, you know, you could plan it out in food, you can get them a gift, whatever, but like, however you usually are, like, because Tauruses spend on their lovers, so I think we're scared to love because of finances, and ancestors are saying, like, bro, that's whack, because you're going to be rich regardless, but they're saying, like, if you really want to be rich, like, you're going to have to get into better money habits anyway, so you need to budget. Like, you need to start budgeting anyway, so that you could be able to support yourself and another person, because you just want to do it. Like I said, no contracts, no I have to, but yeah. They're like, at the end of the day, they see you stepping into your power. At the bottom, like, I love this little pyramid shape. Y'all see it. I love it. It just makes sense. At the end of the day, they're like, whatever. Like, you are falling into love, but like, they see you falling into power, falling into respect, falling into your own cycles that have you feeling like that bitch, like the top bitch of the whole deck, you know? Yeah, because you're gonna have your goblet. So this is what they're talking about. Like, they see your goblet, your cups. Your goblets was upside down a lot, but you are working through some energy, okay? Is there any clear advice that I can tell Taurus right now with this reading? Anything else I understand? I think the answer is honestly no. If you have the funds, take care of your home. If you can fix like a tile in the floor, if you can do that, or maybe just get an estimate and budget that, you know, and be realistic with your budget. Let's say, I'm gonna throw out some numbers. Let's say it's $10,000 to get the floor fixed, you know. You're like, fuck, because with your job right now, you know you can't drop $10,000. But what you can do is set aside 10% of every check, 10% of every income to really budget that and make it realistic, you know. This is just a linoleum is like an exact. Some people I do think actually need to fix their floor, but I think what it's really saying is like, have passion. Like, I pulled a clarifier for this card, and it's giving linoleum for King of Wands. So it's like, have passion in your walk, like your step, like the ground underneath your feet. Like, sometimes I get to this, like, so you know I do tarot, so often I'm like, oh, what is right, what is wrong, like, what's the path for me? Oh, 1 minute, you guys. What's the path for me? Blah, blah, blah. Am I moving? And Spirit constantly tells me, we're not doing bad on time. Spirit constantly tells me, it's not a right or wrong. the path that you're so scared of walking off of is glued to underneath your feet. You know, have confidence. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you doing this even little demonic shit, like, you know, your ancestors are definitely not proud of it. You're not proud of it, but nobody's super mad at you because it is human to fall for these traps, you know? As long as you don't stay stuck, that's the biggest thing. Like, don't, like, it's okay. This, they're gonna, like, any other reader is gonna be like, don't complain. But I'm like, girl, complain if you need to. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just don't stay there. You know, like, I'm a Taurus. I be complaining. I think that's so Taurus of us to complain. It's probably not the best habit. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you do need to go watch another reader who's gonna tell you not to complain. But it's saying, like, I don't give a fuck. Get through that. You know, like, I don't care if you're complaining about it. I would be complaining about it too. This devil got you, bro. Like, I don't think other people want to hear you complaining, especially water signs. If you have water signs in your life, don't complain to them because you're emotionally, you're giving them too much. They can't handle that. You know, they're probably like, ugh, Taurus, if you stop complaining and just move, your life will get better. You know, because they probably see you as Emperor too. They're a Cancer. They're already using their psychic shit. They're like, ugh, at the end of the day, I see her stepping into her power, so I just leave her alone because she knows how to get there, and she's not going to listen to me if I tell her advice either. And that's a big thing about you guys I saw in the last reading. You don't give a fuck what nobody says. Even me. You're probably fucking with this because I'm a Taurus and I'm speaking to you in Taurus, but I can tell you some shit that you don't fuck with in a second, and you're gonna close the video, go home, and you're gonna think about whether you want to listen to me or not, which is fair, valid. You don't have to, like, move off of what everybody says, but you do need to heal. You know, and you waited too long to not heal. Like, someone told you in the past about everything I'm saying now, whether it was another reader, it was a grandma, it was a person that you walked by in the grocery store, you know, but none of this shit that I'm saying to you is new to you, you know? But I also don't see anything that gets you stuck. They're saying, if you don't stop this habit, you're going to end up in the hospital. For me, for sure, it's sugar. For sure. So, Capricorn season, I'm giving up sugar. But I'm going to start with candy and donuts. Those are my big thing. No candy, no donuts. They're like, stop. They're like, stop with the bullshit because you're going to have to be talking to nurses and have them take care of you. So stop. Seen this? It says trendy. You guys see that? And it was in reverse. Trendy was in reverse. So times are going to change. They're like, fuck whatever. Fuck the popular. Whatever everything else is going with the times. You are on your own personal clock, you know? Don't hold yourself to anybody else's shit, Taurus. You're a slow, steady, moving motherfucker. So whatever you have planned, it's probably not actualized yet. It's okay. It doesn't need to be here right now for you to be wherever you need to be, because like I said, your path is under your fucking feet. Wherever you need to be is perfectly fine. Or look at your feet while you're watching your video. Are they in shoes or are they out of shoes? What do they look like? It doesn't matter. Are you in the bed? Are you under the bed? Are you at home? Are you in the car? Are you in the park? Taurus, it doesn't matter because you're on your path in this moment. In this moment, you're on your path. So keep going, you know? Like I said, I see you, spirit sees you, your ancestors see you stepping into your power at the end of the day. So, like, no, but at the end of the day, no one's really, really worried about you, for real. Respectfully. But you just have to, like, I'm like, who am I talking to? Because I'm like, y'all, go to sleep. I'm saying this, like, now. Taurus, you need better sleep habits. Okay, so when you stay up at night, it's actually destroying your, it's not free will, it's destroying your willpower. When you stay up late, it destroys your willpower because now you just feel weak to, like, little stuff that, like those little thoughts that you think, you feel weak to them in the daytime. Like, oh, I'm gonna get some candy, I'm gonna get a donut, oh, I need a blunt. When you're given to insomnia, you're making more space for the devil to come in, and however that applies, you know? And I hope you guys hear me when I talk about this devil card, because I'm trying to give you guys real healing. Like, I'm confessing to y'all, mine is sugar, and sugar is real bad for me, you know? And I know that when I stay up at night, it makes me the next day, I'm like, oh, let me just grab sugar. I'm more likely to eat sugar if I'm tired, you know? So it's the same energy. Whatever, you're staying up at night, and it's making you, like, a pleasure seeker during the day, which is like, bro, you're being weird. You're being a demon. Stop it, you know? Stop, you know? Let's get into this 5 of Cups for Taurus. They're like, the thing you're crying about, it's junk. Throw it away. For some people, I know it doesn't even feel like junk, but it was a person. Like, you're grieving a person, just let them go, you know? Because maybe they died, maybe they actually left your life, but, like, they are not as great as you think that they were. They're just dead, so it's like the lack of being able to spend time with them is driving you crazy, because you're probably like, yeah, I think you were married, or you guys are gonna get married. You're hyping them up too much in your head. And I'm really sad to say, but let's just say you were gonna get married to this person. You love them so much, but if you guys were married, they would have cheated on you with the path they're going, and they died. And now you're like idolizing them and saying that this was the love of your life. But it's like if they lived, and this is an example. Please read through the lines and apply your situation as such, you know. But I do see like it's giving crying over spilt milk because you're imagining the milk not spilling. So I do think something is like gone. It's just not going the way it's like, or maybe some people like you have an ex from the past that has passed, but you still fuck with his family. You think about him a lot. Something along those lines. Okay, can I get a clarifier for the justice card? What's not fair? Oh, and somebody has a baby. Okay, somebody for sure has a baby, and it's not fair that they have to take care of the baby. Because like I said, maybe some people are splitting up their like baby daddy with their in-laws. Okay. Astronaut, reach out to me after this if you would like a personal baby belch. Yeah, somebody has a baby. Somebody's pregnant right now. And it's not fair. They don't really want it. They're like, it's not fair that I ended up with this because of your mistake. That's how the person feels. I don't know who this is. I think it's either the Watcher or it's a Taurus. I mean, obviously they're related to the Taurus. Taurus, go see if you're pregnant. Alright, 2 swords in reverse. Stool pigeon. Okay. I feel like you've developed this habit. It relates. I can see it here. So it relates here. I feel like Taurus, you've developed a habit of and you don't do it consciously, which is okay. Like remove the judgment. Just listen. Taurus, you develop the habit of channeling your lower self. You don't think about doing it, but you just do it because you make space for your lowest self to come in every night. Every time it's like a certain song comes on. Like every day at 6 o'clock, you're like, oh, I need a blunt. Every time after you come home from work, you're like, I just need 1 glass of wine. It doesn't matter, but it's like, the thing that does matter, it's like, it's not the act that's bad, but it's you not choosing to grow in these moments that you're chasing him, you know? So it's giving me like, I don't know, because I'm really trying to speak in a way that shakes, not the table, but shakes some action. It's ugly. Whatever you're doing to yourself is real ugly. And people know, like people talk about it. People are like, yeah, she's addicted to watching porn. She loves sugar. She da da da. She smokes every day. She can't do anything without her glass of wine. But people don't care. Like whoever is gossiping, like the other ear does never. It never is like well received, but it is something that is said. Because it's like this is where the hater is, but the hater's not wrong in this position. Like they see you in the wrong and they report it to other people. They're like, oh, Taurus is so great. And one person's like, oh, I love Taurus, da da da. That's what I was talking about. You guys have a lot of respect. So one person's like, oh, I love Taurus, Taurus does this. And then the other one was like, yeah, well, Taurus also does this, you know? And then the original person is like, oh, I don't really care. Which is like, again, not good or bad, but it's like, the problem is, Taurus, who gives a fuck what you're talking about? Who's talking about? Because like I said, the hater's right. So it's like, instead of being like, oh, I can't believe bitches is talking about me, move correct so bitches can't talk. You are, though. You're doing actually great, but like, step away from the devil. I want to say that so loud. Because you're going to put yourself in the hospital. I feel like you have new protection. You have new angels, new spirits around you, like working in your benefactor. Spiritually, you might have made some connections that you're not really aware of. Like you might be spiritually networking, and now there's new like angels around you, or maybe your ancestors have connected with their ancestors because you've been doing ancestor work. It doesn't really matter how it like unfolds, but you have like new spiritual like tribe members. Maybe you recognize people from past lives, and now their spirits are working with you again because their spirits were your spirits. It doesn't matter how the energy plays, but you have like new protection blessing, new spiritual warrior, new spider hanging over your head. Okay. Okay. So some people really are pregnant right now. Please go figure that out if you are. Um, and I feel like you are because I'm getting belch, so it's like acid reflux. You might actually be pregnant, and some people are. You're not pregnant, but this lover that's coming in wants to give you a baby, and they're serious. They're like, I want to give you a baby, and they want to give you the support that comes with a baby, and they will throw you off your work schedule, but they're not trying to at all. Like they're actually trying so hard. Like they're like, I just want to spend time with you. I forgot that you eat dinner, and then when you're alone, let's say you eat dinner, you get up and you immediately go to work. When you're with them, you eat dinner and then you watch a movie, you know, and then you're with them every night, so you haven't been working on your craft as much, you know, something like that, you know. It's okay, but this person does want to support you too. They may not know how though. It's not a like no good, no bad. The ancestors are saying we love the way you dress. Okay, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, I love that. Okay, Taurus. This is my own. I'm going on a tangent. I'm a social media girl. I like Twitter, but there's not really a Twitter that, I mean, there's not really social media that I like the best for this. But I would love, like, if we could on YouTube, or whatever, something where we could all just drop our best outfits, you know? Because the ancestors say you be dressing the fuck down. Like, that's different, you know? Like, I could think your outfit is nice, but if the divine agrees that, like, they are judging your outfits and they're like, yeah, you got that shit on, I want to see what the fuck you got on, Taurus, because they're like, yeah, when you step out the side, when you step outside, you represent yourself very well. Very well. Very well. Let's get a clarifier for these King of Pentacles energy. I think you don't think about it that much, but I think you're literally the shit. Like you're literally the shit. Like you shit on bitches, and not even like so like bitches are beneath you, but you put yourself up on a throne that you worked really hard for, you know? And toilet, like every day. Like every day you take a shit type shit and you're like, I'm the shit. And if that's not something you believe or resonate with it, teach yourself to believe and resonate with that so we can move, like I said, further from this devil energy and into our power. I get a clarifier for the Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah, you have some like bad thoughts in your head that like it's like when they come into your head, they take over control almost completely. They take over control. Like you let the thoughts run away, but you also know that like you've been doing a really good job at literally bearing the hatchet, like bearing all those heavy thoughts and things in your head that like make you like, oh my god, like I'm never gonna get over this. Like no, you've been every time you have an anxiety thought, you've been meeting it with like a little self-love, a little joy. It's okay. I'm gonna take a nap. That thought makes me uncomfortable. I'm gonna replace it with this thought. Oh, I don't like that music, that song, that vibration. It makes me feel these things. I'm gonna play this music, this song, this vibration. Like you've been like meeting all the heavy thoughts with something, you know, and replacing them. Keep doing that. You still have more heavy thoughts to get through, you know, but you're seen for that, acknowledged for that. That's hard work, so keep working hard for yourself. Okay, the work that you have to do right now, it doesn't feel like climbing a ladder. It feels like mixing some shit together. Like if you bake, you're baking. You're cooking. You're taking the elements that you have in your kitchen, you're mixing them. You're mixing your social circles. You're planning an event and putting different people to orchestrate at different times and different things, you know? That's how your blessings are going to come too. They're going to be mixed. Everything's in different spaces. Can I get a clarifier for you are a badass being hard, full life, love, and possibilities? I'm going to do that one again. Yeah. You're building bridges to get over stuff, which is good. Like you are moving in a really beautiful direction towards. But I hope this reading actually inspires you to grow instead of letting, because I do see there's a potential of the demon taking you all the way down before you decide to get up and fight it off, you know? They're like, please be nice to yourself this Christmas. Like, cherish yourself this Christmas, okay? So actually, as I record this now, like right now, it's we're a couple days away from Christmas. When this gets posted to YouTube, it's gonna be, I think it's about June 28th, somewhere in there. And it might be the following week. You know, read between the lines. I think this Christmas is gonna be very important for you, but they're saying like if you're the type of person to grind for everybody else's Christmas presents, like maybe this year you actually have a little money, you have investors, you have time, you have it. But like don't count your cup out for Christmas. Like get yourself something nice this Christmas and don't stop working on it. Schedule, baby, schedule, baby, schedule. Schedule is very important for you, Taurus. Can I get a clarifier on this Eight of Pentacles? Yeah, they're like schedule and then do your shit like a dance, like perform it. Like schedule out your life. That's when you do the choreography. Like when you like plan, like okay, on Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 7, I'm gonna put in 3 hours. I don't know what your goal is, the thing that you're working on. I'm gonna use one of my real goals just as an example. I'm gonna use 3 hours working on my website, you know? And then on Mondays, that's when I'm gonna go and ask people like, okay, what's your favorite website? You're gonna do research. On Wednesdays, that's when you're gonna learn some code. I'm just making some random shit up. It doesn't matter what your choreography is. They're like, organize and do your shit every day like a dance. They like perform your life like a dance. And like when you get on stage, make the bitches cry. Like dance your clothes off. Like that Bible verse. You know, I think it's King Daniel, forgive me. I don't know. I think it's King David. I don't know, bro. Let me know in the comments what it is. But you should know the story if you don't know the story, because I don't care about his name, I care about the story. The story is that he danced, God asked him to dance, and I believe he was like, no, I don't want to dance. Danced his fucking clothes off in the church, you know? So they're like, get your shit, plan your choreography, and dance. Dance hard and every single day. And for some of you, you literally might have to dance. Like, that might be your pinnacle. You might want to be a dancer on the stage with Beyonce. You might want to be a well-known dancer. You might want to be the dancer that created the next new, not TikTok dance, with the line dance that everybody does. And now we call it your name. We're all hitting the Yanni. You know, it doesn't matter. But it's like, choreograph your shit and dance it out. Like, every day, put in work, okay? I like to pull out the middles. Yeah, you have, okay, they're like, shoot for the stars so you can get out of old energy. You have old energy. You have someone who wants to come to you and make a baby, you know? At the end of the day, you're the captain and the captain of your own life. That's why no one can ever really tell you what to do, Taurus, for real. Like, I don't care what Taurus placement you have, sun, moon, rising, 5th house, Jupiter. I don't give a fuck. You know how it is. Ain't nobody telling you when to move and how to move, and you know that. You are the ultimate power of yourself, and that's totally okay. Take care of your water. Take care of yourself. Buy yourself something nice for Christmas. Maybe, you know, we have about 6 months for Christmas. Maybe start investing now into your Christmas present, or buy your Christmas present now. Give it to yourself on Christmas with everybody else. And when everyone's like, I don't know, it depends what your Christmas situation is, but open it too, like with everybody else, and be like, wow, this is from Santa. Like, who gave this to me? You know, like, that's crazy. Like, Mom, did you get this for me? No. Like, you know, like, make it a celebration, make it fun, you know, because you need to take care of yourself. And really, there's not too much that's like bad or in your way, you know. For real, for you, all is well. Take care of yourself and don't stop shooting for the stars, for real. You do have to purge some old stuff, but if you keep moving forward, you're gonna purge the old stuff and not even think about it. Like, if you're working out every day, you're gonna, like, at the 3-month mark, you're gonna just go in and feel different. You're like, I still hate the gym, but I don't even hate it for the same reasons. Now I hate it because everybody always tries to fill up their water bottle. Before I used to hate going, and now I hate, I don't know, I hate when everyone takes the 50-pound weights off the rack. I'm making shit up. Y'all know I don't go to the gym. I mean, you can tell, but, you know, like, it's that type of energy, okay? Can I get one more clarifying card for my Taurus, Taurus placements? Can I get a clarifying card? Possibly some positive advice. One more single message. Somebody loves you real bad. If you don't have that energy now, Taurus, you soon will in your life. Trust and believe that. I think affirmations are going to help you just move forward. Yeah. The center of the reading, we got 2 of Cups, and this is what, okay, can you guys see the center? Because I did 6, so this one is the center, this one is the center, this one is the center, okay? So 2 of Cups is the center of the reading, like that's the most center card right here. And then I have 2 of Cups to clarify. So like I said, somebody loves you. They love you down too. So celebrate that love. Who do you love? Who do you love? I love YG. Yeah, who do you love? Because they love you. Celebrate with them, you know. And like I said, if they're not here, they're coming. So maybe manifest what you want in a partner. Don't spend too much time thinking about that, though, right now, Taurus, because you have to think about yourself. And I think that's part of why this love is so delicate, because it looks like it is It doesn't look like it gets it 100% right, honestly, but it looks like it tries its best to support you individually as well as them individually, which looks beautiful. Like, I feel like you guys are kind of like two dancing partners. You, because you come from different backgrounds, your styles don't match, so you don't know how to dance with each other, but you still try and you still have fun. And you guys like learning together. You like rocking together. You know, y'all be giggling when one person steps on the toes instead of being like, bitch, did someone step on my toes? You be like, okay, I guess we can't dance to this music, and you change it up, and now you're doing different moves, you know? So I do see a love that goes real deep, real bad, and like, maybe that's who this King of Pentacles and the King of Wands is. It's one person. But no, I maybe they're two different people. Doesn't matter. You're doing really great. I'm going to pull one of these. And a closing, clarifying card for Tauronians. They're like, yeah, you really do need to be careful. It's a devil card. I could feel it when it's this one. You need to be careful so you don't crash. They're like, take care of yourself. Sleep. Sleep, nurture yourself so you're not looking for nurture in weird places, you know? Because it really just needs, everything needs to authenticate itself and self-love. For you, especially Taurus, like you're the second sign of the zodiac. Like you have to love yourself. Like Taurus is like the affirmational side is I have. Taurus, you have to love yourself to get the money, the power, the love. You have to love yourself. Like not even everybody does, but you guys just are that sign. So start doing it. It's not even going to be so hard when you get into the groove of it. You're doing amazing. Keep doing amazing. I will see you guys in the next one. In the comments below, please let me know something that either all Taurus placements share, like something funny, something serious, whatever. Or just type an affirmation in the comments. Let me know that you watched until the end. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much.